Hey everybody, welcome to homerecordingmadeeasy.com and visionrecordingstudios.com and here on our YouTube channel. And today I'm super excited to announce the new release of the next Made Easy product called Mixing Made Easy Volume 2.0, Advanced Mixing Concepts and Techniques. This is coming after dozens and dozens of requests through the YouTube channel and through my subscribers and getting emails and such about expanding on the first Mixing Made Easy. And so I gave it a lot of thought and decided, well, if we were going to do another Mixing Made Easy, I wanted to do something that was really to the next level, that once you got your hands and your arms around the first Made Easy series and that you were applying those concepts and techniques, if you wanted to take it to a new level and address some concepts that we did not address in the first version, that's what 2.0 will be. So you might be asking yourself, what is in 2.0 that wasn't in the first version? Well, there's about 8 different topics that are covered in great detail in this version that was not part of the first version. I'm going to read them off to you on a piece of paper here and I'll list them on the screen. So the very first thing we're going to talk about is a concept called early reflections, and how to apply early reflection to a mix to add a sense of depth and a sense of space and depth and just making the mix sound more three-dimensional. We're going to talk a lot about parallel compression across all the instruments. In the first series, we really only took a look at it on drums, but now we take a look at it on guitars and bass and vocals and so on and so forth. So that's a really, really interesting section that's really going to help add a lot of density and a lot of thickness and warmth to your mix. We're going to talk more about EQ filtering, which we really didn't talk about in the first version. I've done some YouTube videos on it, but we're going to go real down deep and talk about EQ filtering and why I use it, when to use it, and how it's going to help your mix. We talk about vintage console processing using channel strip plugins, which is something that was not part of the first version. This series is really going to be based around vintage processing, analog plugins to give that nice warmth, that nice vintage kind of mojo kind of vibe. And we're going to use channel strips in this particular mix, which is really cool, really interesting, and it'll really kind of get you thinking in a new way about mixing when you talk about adding that analog flavor to your mix. So that's going to be really cool. And then we're also going to talk about selective vintage EQ and compression and how to use it, but how not to overuse it. And so you'll have to watch the section on that. It's really, really cool on how you could take some vintage plugins, vintage analog plugins, and kind of how to selectively sprinkle them around the mix to give certain elements of your mix unique character without overdoing it. So that's a really, really good section as well. And then we're going to talk about drum phase correction and how to work with fixing phase on drums, which is cool. We touched a little bit upon that in the first section, but I'm going to show you a little bit more in depth in this version. And then last but not least, and probably one of the most important things we're going to discuss throughout this entire series, is called the 3D sound field concept. And what is the 3D sound field and how you get your mix to sound three-dimensional. So it doesn't just sound like left, right, center, but we also talk about front, back, and how to position instruments in the 3D sound field to add depth, to add character, to add warmth, and to give the mix in a more exciting feel to it. So it just doesn't feel like it's in a very narrow space, that it's really three-dimensional. And that's huge. And I spent a lot of time in this series going over that. So those are 8 new concepts that are part of version 2 that were not part of version 1 that are really more advanced level techniques. This series is 11 videos, almost 10.5 hours in length. Again, just like all the other Made Easy products, super high quality, you know, in-depth training. I mean, I go over and over things over and over again, before and after, listening to before and after, so you can really hear what I'm doing and how to apply these techniques. And most importantly, why these techniques are important and how they're really going to bring your mix to the next level. You're also going to get the multi-track, the WAV files, for the song that I'm mixing in this series, so you can practice along with me, you can follow along with me, and then you can take these concepts and you can go mix the song yourself. So that's something that wasn't part of the first version. That was your request, asking me for the multi-track for this time around. So we're going to do that, and you're going to get all those WAV files. I think they're 48K. 24-bit resolution files. So they're really high quality, very well recorded track, kind of a rock track. I think you're really going to dig it. And then one other thing, as a surprise for all my Presonus users, Studio One users, this series is all done in the new version of Presonus Studio One version 3. So if you have not seen or have not picked up version 3 yet, you're going to get a chance to see me mix a song entirely in the new version. So this was recorded about a month or so prior to the release of Presonus Studio One Pro version 3. So you're going to get a first-hand look at it before maybe you run out and upgrade it. You're going to get a chance to look at it in action. It's really cool. I really think you're going to enjoy that, and that's a special treat as well. So again, 10.5 hours of training, 11 different videos talking about 8 new concepts that were not part of the first Mixing Made Easy that are really going to help bring your mix to the next level. And as always, I promised I was going to keep the price down, and again, I gone ahead and I was able to do that. So again, this series, all videos with the multi-tracks, with a 10 page slide presentation, all for 15 bucks. So once again, I tried to keep the price as low as humanly possible. This is an amazing value, just like all the other Made Easy products, but this one I think is by far the best one I've done. I've gotten better at this. I really think you're going to like this. I really think that if you want to bring your mix to the next level, you need to see this. This is something that's going to change the way that you think about mixing, and that was extremely important to me, that it wasn't just another Mixing Made Easy Volume 1 with a multi-track. This goes far beyond what I did in the first Mixing Made Easy. That was really geared towards beginners. This series is really geared towards more, maybe the upper intermediate and advanced level mixers. Not that a beginner can't get anything from this. You can, but I would advise you to take a look at the first Mixing Made Easy before you jump into this, because some of the new concepts and techniques are going to make more sense if you did watch the first series. So again, 15 bucks. And also you're going to get, let me just take a look at my notes here. You're also going to get, in addition to the audio files that you can mix, you're also going to get what I'm calling my David's 12-step mixing plan, which is kind of a blueprint from step 1 through step 12, how I work my way through a mix, so you could see all the different concepts and all the different things, and kind of my building block and building blocks, if you want, how I build a mix from start to finish. So I'm going to give you that as part of the presentation, so you can kind of see exactly how I approach every single mix. So again, Mixing Made Easy, Volume 2.0, Advanced Mixing Concepts and Techniques, 15 bucks. Click the link below this video. Go right out to the website. You can download it today. And again, if you have any questions, you can always email me via my website at www.homerecordingmadeeasy.com. I really think you guys are going to like this. I'm real excited. I'm super proud of it. I know this is really going to help all you guys out there make better mixes. I absolutely know it. I'm really, really excited about this, as you can tell, and I'm not just trying to sell you something. If this is not for you, totally cool. I totally understand. But if you want to really take your mixes to the next level, and you've been a part of all the Made Easy products up to this point, then I really think you're going to find this is the best one of the bunch. And so I urge you to go pick it up today. Check it out. Send me an email. Let me know what you think. Send your questions to me. And again, thank you so much for supporting the Made Easy products and Mixing Made Easy and all the other Made Easy products. Again, go to homerecordingmadeeasy.com. If you don't know about the Made Easy series, I really think you're going to like it. And again, for 15 bucks, you can't beat it. So until next time, enjoy Mixing Made Easy version 2.0, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.